back to SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Total War Pharaoh Dynasties campaign as Ninurta the Conqueror, episode 16. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you are, like and subscribe as always. Welcome once again to Mesopotamia, and our glorious kingdom that spreads across the two rivers. Now, granted, we're not the dominating force of the region, far from it, but we are definitely getting there. Our biggest contender, of course, is Babylon, and we are waging war with them and all of their vassals, client states, whatever you want to call them. We're at war with them.
Assyria and its people.
And we need to continue waging this war, or we are going to run out of food very quickly, and
them to
probably even some bronze. Our heir to the throne is dealing with the Arthurian forces to the northwest, destroying and looting Aluhat. And we're going to continue on our way. Oh, by now I've been back home for just a couple days after the wedding party that I'm going to. So, do apologize for all the pre-recording episodes, but I really don't think it's been that bad. Hopefully no one's really noticed too much. God, that's some good Diet Mountain Dew. Sorry, guys. But hopefully no one's noticed too much. I might try and do a stream near the end of December or the end of November, because once December hits, and I'll plan on trying to release a video about this. I figured they were gonna come face us. Once December hits, though, I will be busy with my wedding, so there will be videos, but I will definitely not be present on YouTube for a while. Basically, that extent. But Haradu has fallen under siege. We have a sizable garrison. Pretty good warriors, got nice archers. They're stacked full of Akkadian defenders, horsemen, more defenders, no range. Okay, all right, that's perfect. You know what? Let's have a very swift battle. Welcome everybody to the battlefield. A little bit of an overconfident garrison here, as we are facing down some forces that truly gonna give us a run for our money. I did not expect the Akkadian defenders to be so, Akkadian defenders to be so good, but a tier 4 spear unit, nothing to mess around with. We're gonna have these forces try to engage them in the cliffside to protect our rear while we give a retreat. We give them a retreat path using our clubmen, but as we'll see, things really do get out of hand. But for now, the battlefield over here is where we're going to focus. Our archers obviously targeting down their skirmishers, making sure they don't get to use too many of their javelins, while the main line is just about to approach us here. Our spearmen are braced and prepared for the little assault. Thankfully, the water is really making it hard for these guys to charge, getting some lovely slow action there. And truly, this battle, or this area, went about as well as it could. We were allowed to contain the enemy, trap them. It's just the fact that the Akkadian defenders do really well holding out. Obviously, we are extremely outnumbered, as the enemy are bringing in all of their forces, leaving their cav out of the fight for a good chunk of it. And as you can see, here's where most of our defenses are. Getting back over to the action here. As you can see, they're encircled. We have our axemen going in from the rear, trying to deal with some damage to them. But the sheer armor and defense stats of these spearmen are pretty good. Meanwhile, our cav is sitting over here waiting to give the assault order if needed.
The enemy
We're just
is laying claim to
watching their cav, making sure they don't do anything weird, and also making sure we deal with the skirmishers because they're on their way back. So we need to kill them before they become a threat. Yeah. Quite terrifying. I do enjoy the battlefields though. They look really nice. The other flanks are taking their time in the battlefield. But our forces are definitely trying the best they can to whittle the enemy down here. Kind of ridiculous how long these people held out. But they were pretty confident. They really were. I think our cav, yes, we have deployed our cav. We're going to chase off these skirmishers and make sure they don't cause any threats. And they do let us get a lovely little charge on them before their cav kind of get involved. And we decimate that unit, and now we're going to be in a cavalry brawl. Wow, we actually destroyed that unit with a charge. Holy shit. I didn't realize that. We destroyed that whole unit in a charge, except like 2 dudes. As you can see, the rivers are running red with the enemy blood. And we are dealing with some minor skirmishing over here. Good lord. 3 units.
A victory point.
I think the lethality system, while it is not a perfect system, is a step in the right direction when we are talking about how missiles and fighting should be. I enjoy, I'm a big fan of a lot of Total Wars. Honestly, I'm not too picky. I have some of my caveats, like Troy I did not like. Well, I didn't give it, maybe I didn't give it enough time to cook in the oven to try it out. But Troy, definitely not a big fan of. I didn't play Warhammer 1 or, well, yeah, I didn't really play a lot of Warhammer 1. Warhammer 2, I did play a chunk of, and 3. All of those are definitely good Total War games in the right direction. But I'm a big fan of when it comes to, at least the way it comes to unit death and variety, unit death. I mean, I saw no issues with, like, Rome 2. Attila was a little different. I don't remember Attila being as okay. But Rome 2, and then, like, the Golden Crown, you know, Medieval 2, really, that 1 HP system was, I don't know. Don't know why we went away from it, to be honest. Well, I do understand for Warhammer. I definitely understand for Warhammer, but
like I can barely stand.
There's a lot of talk going on in the Total War community right now with the YouTubers and how Total War is faring. Such as, you know, Legend of Total War released a video, Pixelated Apollo released a video, the Terminator released a video. I'm sure I'm probably missing 1 or 2. Alright, I want to watch this, because this is where things in our campaign start to really falter really quickly. And you'll see why, I think. Yeah, we're going to see why. I did not predict them to be this effective, but holy crap. Absolutely devastated immediately. Look at that. A single cav charge
Take care. You are losing ground.
took our warriors down half health to where they immediately almost broke, causing a bit of a mass panic where we're going to pull our archers back and sacrifice our forces. We are engaged over here. Nothing too severe, but it is a slog that we will not win in the long term. And unfortunately, this side, where we focused our enemy down, considering they had to cross a river, it did not go nearly as well as I expected. The Akkadian defenders held out on really long. And unfortunately, yeah. Oh, and the rear charge here, the AI did excellent on this side. Using their cav, they completely decimated 2 of our club units off the bat. Like, they ruined us here, and hats off to them. We did not have a lot of units to spare. We have too many tied up over here, and all of a sudden we're down to literally 3-4 melee units guarding this side. It was rather terrifying, especially considering here comes another cavalry charge. And it is starting to rain. We are going... Now see, they didn't get a good charge off there, so I don't know what made it so effective on the other units, but it was not nearly as good on this side. But the storm is coming. The battlefield... Yeah. The battlefield turns against our poor garrison here.
How could it end like this?
Even our archers are not doing nearly as well as they should be. 1 second, buddy. You, sir, cannot be chewing on my shoes like that, Mr. Winston. Sorry, everybody. Yes, the battle is definitely turning against us. We are finally done with war over here, but too little too late, honestly. We're trying to pull our forces back. If we could get a massive encirclement here, it would have been okay, but we don't even have the support really here to continue holding on. Our Kopesh warriors are being supported by the archers, but the defenders are going to be a lot stronger, and they're being smart. They're in no rush. They're going to walk their way to the battlefield and really start to do a number to us. And meanwhile, our general is now engaged in melee on this side, which is not what you want. It means we're down to the final man, and they are not letting him leave. This garrison, I might have overestimated how strong this garrison was. We are out of range, and our archers are getting involved wherever they can. But this side is the worst part. Not to mention, I will say, lesson learned, defending a victory point, this one is important, but you must also try to hold this one, as you do get a morale debuff for losing the armor workshop, even though it doesn't say it. But yes, our forces are wavering over here. And they literally only sent one spear unit down here to hold what remains of our offensive force. And that one spear unit is enough to really, seal the deal, honestly. Even being fully encircled, the superiority of the men and the morale debuffs that we're facing really send it home. I mean, you can clearly tell. We're out of units, we're out of forces to run. Our general's on the battlefield. It is a tough cookie to fight.
Got your breath, man!
Yeah. Might as well watch these guys fight, as they're the ones that are holding out the best, considering it's one unit versus like 3. And over here, it's just a conglomerate of archers at this point, and they're just being chewed through. Oh yeah, just like that guy. Yeah, they're just being chewed through. And we have also, these guys down here have managed to rout a good few of their flanking forces, and they're chewing through what remains of our poor garrison. Yeah. Not a pretty day for the defenders of this settlement, sadly. But lessons were learned. The Akkadian Defender Tier 4 unit.
I need a moment.
Which, I do get it. There's only like 6 tiers, so should have known, but they are a tough cookie. They really are. Getting some cool little action shots here. I am noticing not a lot of them sync up sometimes. Have you noticed that playing Pharaoh? I don't know. I wonder if I can get this camera shot down right. Oh yeah, that was a lovely camera rotation there. Going on to this side of the map where our forces are running, and with it, I do believe our general as well is, yeah, starting to waver. Their lines are broken, basically. The general hasn't fallen just yet, but most his men have. And with the fall of the general, or the general's unit, the settlement does unfortunately fall to the horde of the enemy. I'll be honest, I had a bit more faith in our defenders, but the Akkadian defenders are really strong. And so, tell you what, the Akkadian horsemen, yeah, they're fucking. Look at that, 0 kills due to a charge. Unfortunately, that is the fall of Haradu, and they sacked it. Damn. We're literally about to do that, but yeah, wow, that was a rough turn, Marduk. Yeah, wow, that was a rough go.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
Man, he actually took a good bit of, he took a beating too. You replenished?
I know. Let us encamp. We must go there.
Yeah, I guess
Begone, foul usurper.
Yeah, I'll give us some replenishment and we can take Amidu. And well, yeah, man, the fall of Haradu. That sucks. Man, Timon. Wow, Timon. Really?
Just go away.
Tell you what, wish you had that army when we were chilling. Rapiku won't fall.
You shall not influence me.
You, I mean, you're gonna have some tough times. Idu. Siege hold down provides us an extra 2 garrison, giving us a lovely 13. Rapiku is gonna get more. Rapiku will be a bastion in the south. It can hold rather well, I think. Mahdi, a 13 stack, but this is really important. Mahdi is bringing in a lot of good stuff for us. Make sure we have everything that we're supposed to have at Mahdi. Yep. All right. We could get more gold. 20% more gold. Oh, we can also get food. Currently have plus 20 reduction. We don't need the extra happiness. Man, I wish.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
Yeah, that was rough. We did beat them back.
You shall not influence me.
Good bit. We beat them back pretty hard. But to think we lost that, damn.
Soldiers, join with me.
See, we got 4 good cav, 5 elite units, 4 spears. We need some good charging or flanking units, yeah. We don't have any range.
We must stand together.
We can get any range at Serpi? No. The nearest range settlement we're gonna get is all the way down there.
And strong.
Taking a knot, dude. Wow. That's gonna be a tough cookie to crack.
I am destined to rule. Dwell and
you need to move.
Honor and glory.
Well, I don't know.
Your heartless cause revolts
They
me.
could try to push on Mahdi, but I don't think they will. It looks like they are making their way to Dora, which has a 15 stack. The garrison will fall, though.
Glory to Assyria and its people, for I am their savior. Nothing passes me by.
Ooh, you could hit Assur.
Praise Assyria!
That is definitely needed. They got a 23 stack. We could easily
Protector
mitigate
of
that.
Assyria. We must go.
Yeah, we're gonna attack them there. Take Assur or Assur, and that will give us a lovely choke point.
Cut them asunder.
Able to decisively defeat this guy.
We've proved ourselves today.
Just take the morale.
Only death will pardon them.
Raise it. Sack it. Raise it.
I shall bring a new era to to the whole world.
See, they have a 12 stack. They do have some horse archers. We have 4. We have 4 archers, 3, and a general who is a chariot, a spear chariot. Let's encircle.
Homes into tools.
Ooh.
The battlefield awaits. Perhaps another time.
Raise it to the ground.
Duty calls.
Now the garrison's a little weaker. All right.
I serve a great cause.
You're replenishing.
The future belongs to us.
Basile is the only one we haven't done anything with. Oh man, I really do think we could probably...
True master of the art.
I just don't remember. Does it take men?
Bright ideas for dull problems. My allegiance lies elsewhere.
1 cav unit there. 1 cav
Begone,
there.
foul usurper.
They've got a second army somewhere.
We must stand together. Smite them to smithereens.
Oh no.
I am destined to rule.
Ooh, we can take these guys on. Let's get some revenge for this poor settlement. Welcome everybody to the revenge of the Haradu garrison as our expeditionary force moves out and engages what remains of the enemy that attacked us. Using our elite camel warriors, we will be owning the battlefield. Gonna deal with their 1 cav unit that remains before their infantry can get up here. And we understand the trouble that the Akkadian defenders can pose upon us, so we want to make sure that we defeat this army and that we slaughter all of them, leaving none behind to cause trouble another day. Getting some lovely arrow shots in on these malicious swordsmen there. But our main line is braced, our spear wall formed. Very nice, and they are going to move in to assault us here on this right flank. We kind of catch them off guard. I don't know what they're doing here. But they're coming through down the hill, bracing, assaulting. I'm gonna be honest, I'm coming around. I've enjoyed recording Pharaoh for the last couple sessions, really trying to just get into the feel of it, the role play, especially with the heir Depatsu. He kind of made it feel a bit more connected, like he was our character. He wasn't some named hero like a lot of them normally feel nowadays. He was a random guy that we've raised, so a bit more of a weirder connection, but I do enjoy that more. And the battles have not been bad. They are definitely not been bad. They've turned around just a little bit. Man, the infantry charges in Pharaoh just are interesting to say the least. They really are. The cavalry charges feel okay. They feel strong. They feel strong. Compared it to our last battle that we faced, where the horsemen just charged one of our clubmen to death, basically. Big difference.
It's within your grasp.
But the infantry, I just don't know. And it appears to be mainly on the AI side, because as we'll see here, we're going to have our infantry charge theirs from the rear. And you can see they're in charging animation. And they're going to go in. And they are going to kind of swing. Definitely not the coolest, but you could still tell that was a charge. But when the AI does it, the AI does not seem to issue charge attacks. It does not seem to do that. It seems to only issue like marches. Like, look at this. I mean, we are kind of getting mixed into there, but they were clearly trying to maneuver around, and they were not in a charge animation at all. But we have encircled a good clump of their forces. They have a couple lingering. I love the skirmishers here with 3 of them left. One dude with a javelin. He is just gonna go ham, which is hilarious. I think, yeah, look. I don't know. Maybe it's just the spearmen that just do not have a good charge animation. There are definitely some bugs when it comes to AI. Like, look at this. They're not trying to move with their unit. It's just a bit more noticeable when you go in and do replays. I didn't notice that, but you see all our men sitting here, forming up. These guys, it doesn't matter. They're dead. Apparently, they're dead. We were gonna use our camels to. We're gonna use their archers because they are really good, and archers are nice, especially with the lethality. We don't need to get them stuck in a melee just yet. Thankfully, we are definitely a bit more prepared for these guys. We are matched warrior for warrior and tier for tier. Maybe not with our spearmen, but most definitely with our Arumin elite. I think that's what they're called. These guys, never mind. These guys, yeah, we're definitely more matched with them. Despite their look, they're relatively strong. And now our archers are going to start shooting into the back. They are on direct fire only, meaning high lethality, short range, and that's okay with me. Unfortunately, our camel archers are running out of ammunition, but doesn't matter too much. With them running, the general gone, this army has successfully been destroyed, and we are going to slaughter every single man. You know, I don't enjoy how difficult these battles are against the Akkadian defenders. Like, we only lost 171 men, but
A fantastic display of bravery.
wasn't the best. Get the loot.
They were valiant and honorable.
And they've been beaten back.
Soon the future will be mine.
7-6. We're not worried about that.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
There you go, buddy. Everything else looks great.
The future belongs to us. Over here.
We'll try to give chase. Can't really spare the men to colonize anything.
I am the future of the world.
I really don't.
I should enter the
I really
trading
hate it,
business.
but I do not see the point behind the court system,
Glory
which
to
is sad
Assyria.
because I know it's like supposed to be a
For I
big,
am their savior.
appealing part of Pharaoh, but I just don't. Nineveh, Idu. We're not gonna repair those because they're just gonna try and
Your
resack it.
heartless cause revolts me.
Now, you're building a warrior refuge. You are on the front line. Let's we're not gonna invest in that just yet. Alright, you're gonna go
I shall
back.
bring a new era to the whole world.
Madama. That's not the settlement we were looking at. We're looking at this one. Oh, okay. And Kendari is over there. So that is one big province, and we
I
should
shall
be able
bring
to
a new
take it.
era to the whole world.
Alright, the capital has a pretty strong garrison. We have a monument. We are trying to make food here. Not pumping out a lot, though, really. Ushukani. can't really give much. I mean, I guess the extra garrison would be okay. We could get tier 3. That's not much, really. So I guess we'll go for the extra garrison of Ushikani. It is on our border. You've got an obelisk. And that, alright, good. Are you the only food? They are, and then an extra bit of happiness. Alright. I do really hate that they changed, like, that you have to get a separate, a separate tower here. Legitimacy or production. Happiness wood. That is useless. Movement on land. If anything, I'm more tempted to get the chariot compound because we can get Assur chariots, horsemen, and horse archers. Recruitment, construction. Yeah, if anything, I'm looking to get the chariots instead of these archers. I do feel like a lot of these buildings are completely useless. Go ahead and get that. That's fine. Man, I really, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that region in general. Alright, let's keep on worrying about other things here. Alright, Nimrud. It is on the border. We definitely don't need stone. Legitimacy, happiness, influence, stone, influence, upkeep. We are in no short supply of stone because of the mod I'm using, which now that I've been using it for a while, kind of regretting. I feel like it's kind of offsetting the balance of the game. Karana, you're in turn. Ooh, wait a minute, Karana. Cancel this. So we're actually looking to get that. Yeah. And it takes 5 idle workforce. Kahat. Kahat is pretty food producing. Got food here. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Oh god. Kahat's got food. We do have a military barracks there. We have an orchard, granting us a bit more food. We are working to get that extra production. So yeah, definitely a good idea to continue upgrading our food output. And Shadu is also bronze, but I'm more kind of worried a bit more about food output right now, so let's go for that first. Now we're not gonna do that. Nope. Tushap. You know, Tushap is actually fairly okay. Let's grab a refuge here and a watchtower, and then over here. Now, Shushap is a good bit of food, so I would love to actually get some resource production. 5% food in the region, or 10% all resources. That should just give us a bigger boost if I'm reading that right. Without further ado, though, let's end the turn. We're dealing with some, man, Babylon and their vassals are probably, they're causing some trouble. I'm going to try and delete the stone mod that I have. It is not going to affect the campaign, but I do think it's led to an extreme See, when I read the mod, it made a lot of sense. Like, why would you have stone deposits? Stone is pretty, you know, pretty worldwide, at least to my ignorant knowledge. So why would you have that? But now playing into the a bit more of the middle game of Pharaoh, I feel like it might be potentially upsetting the balance of trade, where everyone has stone, no one is demanding stone, meaning you have a completely useless resource other than building.
Shamash has blessed me.
Trade your court action. Lose 1, gain 50 gold. I sure literally don't care.
This is the heart of the universe, and
Look, cool.
I am its master.
Don't care about that either. Oh, Marduk. We've leveled up on Marduk. Lovely. Ooh, Marty. Suffered a rape. Oh, okay. Yep.
Begone, foul usurper!
They've actually broken off. We could hit them.
You shall not influence me. Martial prowess!
Oh, they took Haradu. Damn it, guys.
Burning desire. I am destined to rule.
And now we're in their land. Let's go outside their land, I guess.
Toward new horizons. The battlefield awaits.
Perfect. We don't gotta slaughter them.
Our resolve is unyielding. Bright ideas for dull problems.
And then go for that. Ah, then there's the refuge. Okay.
How long will the world last?
Alright, you're going there.
My allegiance lies elsewhere.
Ninurta's looking
Testament
just
to Assyria's
a
supremacy.
little funny. Perfect,
All
and
answer
now
to me.
Assur should be able to fall relatively
This
easily.
city
Oh, wow.
shall burn.
Maybe not. How about we go with ladders? You know, wait a minute. Only gonna get one.
Walls will not save them.
I really don't want to be there long, so...
Your heartless cause revolts me.
They're gonna start causing problems.
You want me? Well, tough.
We must stand together. Return to daily duties.
Do you have... Oh, wait, you do not.
Begone, foul usurper. Cut them asunder.
Right, so they're gonna run. They're not gonna continue. Wow, they are running away.
Through that region. True master of the arts.
There's a
You
5
shall
stack,
not
a
influence
9.
me.
Oh, lovely. Okay, nothing too big.
Keep them trapped. My
And
allegiance
they are bringing
lies elsewhere.
tier 3 mainly.
Your heartless cause revolts me.
Man, dealing with all of that is gonna be annoying. And I feel like we need to level that up more. Same goes for all of these regions. Except Krana here. Replenishment. Melee attack upon recruitment. We need to pay attention to that. Okay, one more workforce so we can get that. Nineveh. Oh wait, we just looked at that, my bad.
Bother someone else.
Duty
I was
calls.
gonna say we should be able to take this region. Very nice.
They will sing of our triumph.
Just occupy. Get that food going. Level that up. There are 2 archers, warriors, defenders, scouts, warriors, horse archers. Oh wait, we're at tier 5. Never mind. Get rid of that.
Wide awake.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Nabu Salim. So they do own land further north. Man, they have just expanded so far. Kind of crazy. Athura owns land. Oh, never mind. We knew that. We knew that. Never mind.
I know.
Alright, you're moving to get them. Marduk. I think it was Basali.
Worship with passion and sincerity.
We were gonna give him to the devoted. Yeah, that's fine. A couple clay tablets. Looking good. They have a lot of
Just
minor
go
forces,
away.
but we are making quick work of them over here. Don't really know where most of their land is. Alright. We were laying siege to Assur. Alright, you know what? That is where I'm going to call today's episode, I think. We had quite a few battles. Hopefully you enjoyed them. We're doing relatively okay, I think. We really need to find a ending point over here in the west. Athura needs to stop having land over here so that we can move our scion to the east to aid his father and the rest of the army. But until then, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, like and subscribe as always. And if you look forward to Assur's siege, stay tuned. But I have been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston, and we will catch you all in the next one. But until then, peace out.